Get it all.
Hello there. Hey, welcome to We Love the 80s Part 2. I am Daryl the Derelict. With me, as always, is Darth Arlena.
Hello there.
We got a few people here already. That's cool. Phil McCracken, JP, RPH1. We got Viralinus. We got Mr. Alan Copeland and Average. What is happening, everybody?
What's going on, y'all?
And while I hate Discord.
That's why mine is closed.
You're waiting on one message from somebody, and yet all your other channels you're part of, it just starts going. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Hey, Black Dragon, what's happening, man? Let me pull up the site that you have pulled up.
Oh, I figured out why it said that, though. It has 2020 in it as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's everything for the show. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Excuse me. Allergies are a bit rough today, so I'm kind of hacking and doing all that stuff.
Oh, you ain't the only one, dude. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice or not, but mine are killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
I'll get you, my pretty.
That's what the ragweed says. Because that's what it is around here. Damn ragweed.
No doubt. Here it's mountain cedar. So much so that we're starting early. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, man.
So anyway, Darth Arlena had a good idea that we should start the show before we get into the 80s again. We should talk about this. Hey, Greedo in a Speedo. What's up, brother?
Greedo in a Speedo.
There's a song I got to sing later if I remember.
And Matt Moff Riskman.
Hey, what is up, Mr. Shark? So anyway, she had an idea that we should cover the Star Wars Emmy Awards, which we have covered before, but we didn't really dive into. We just kind of said, hey, they won this and this and this and this and this, and then we went on. But want to take a little more closer look to see, because a lot of these that they won is just,
what
to
you
me,
would
it sets the
expect
stage. Yes, and to me, it sets the stage for future projects that all of these other shows are probably going to be using, like outstanding special visual effects in a season or a movie. I think they're going to have these Emmy Awards nailed down while they're still cranking out content. Because that wraparound screen they got to where they totally immerse the actors in that, that's unbelievable. I totally dig that shit. That is so cool. I mean, I want one.
Right? I think everybody does.
I want to get like a Lego X-Wing and set it in front of me and then just wrap me around in that. So I'm like playing Star Wars on Tatooine or something. The shark.
I'm going to take a vacation in my house with my new and fancy schmancy setup.
Yeah, you can put that wraparound screen around you and like set up a water sprinkler above you to where it's constantly raining and you can take a vacation on Camino.
I'm okay.
So, well, I mean, that'd be cool though. especially in the heat of the summer when there's no rain. Oh yeah, that would be so good. So
I'll go to
do
like
you
Naboo
want to?
or something.
Yeah, Naboo's good. But you know, when you swim through the lake and then you go dry yourself on the sandy beach, the sand is coarse. It gets everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere. I hate sand. I feel Anakin's pain when he says that because
Oh,
I
dude.
also hate sand.
Yeah.
And I live 45 minutes from the beach. The area that I'm in Suffolk. And Virginia Beach is like 30, 45-minute drive depending on traffic. And I never go to the beach. I would much rather just go to a pool. I like looking at the beach and I'll walk on the boardwalk, but I don't like sand. And it's courtesy of the Marine Corps that I don't like sand.
Mm.
Yes, there's wonderful sand pits. Nothing like
But I'm with
but
you. I mean, go ahead.
But yes, and to your to what you were saying, Daryl, I haven't heard anybody talk about this. And these awards were like what 2-3 weeks ago. I don't know because I don't watch award shows. I think they're stupid, but I always root for things that I like. I always want to see things that I like win. So of course I wanted to see Mando win. I
Oh
was a
yeah.
little surprised that Giancarlo Esposito didn't win and Carl Weathers didn't win. I was kind of surprised because with all the stuff that's going on here lately that we won't jump into, that because they're men of color, that they might win something. But no, they didn't. I was quite surprised.
Well, Carl Weathers has actually supported Gina Carano publicly, so they're not going to let him win anything.
Oh,
Oh, excuse
yeah.
me. No, that's not a random burp. I'm drinking Coke and Rumple. So, anyway,
Dave's magical tonic.
yes, Dave's Magic Tonic.
Hmm.
Please have some.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know about Esposito. He's come out and said stuff, but I think he's always been cautious about what he
He's
says.
never really came out and said anything,
Yeah.
like really, truly. So yeah, but the first one that I see listed, and I'm on a different page than you, is outstanding music composition for a series, original dramatic score, chapter 16, The Rescue, and we know that's Ludwig Göransson. I think that's how you say his name. But that absolutely should have won because his music is so great. It's so great. Are you trying to find where I'm at?
Yeah.
Emmys.com/shows/Mandalorian.
Well, that's not working, so we'll try this again. Emmys. Oh, Emmys.com/what?
Show/Mandalorian.
Oh, wow, 404. Show
Really?
Mandalorian.
There we go.
Is that what you're on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I think mine's still in a different order than yours, though, because I'm looking at mine on my phone, so that might be why.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it might be in order. 2020 might have been what you looked at first.
No, it said 2021.
Oh, it did? Oh, okay.
I believe so.
I don't know. Anywho. All right, so what's the next one you got there, Daryl?
Outstanding stunt performance. Chapter 16, The Rescue. And I assume that's the Mando Moff Gideon fight. Because that had some really good moves in it.
Yeah, it did. Or it could be Luke coming in
It could be.
when he was
Um,
tearing stuff up. Hi, Tron.
hey, Tron, what's happening, brother? Well, these right here, these are just nominations. This is not what they won. These are the nominations that they had because they only won 7, I believe.
Uh-huh. No, but they won for stunt performance. Chapter 16, The Rescue.
Well, right here it says nomination.
Yeah, and on my page it also says winner, and it has the Emmy beside it. See the Emmy beside it
Oh, okay, gotcha. And the nominations are just okay.
are
Yeah.
just nominations. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I think he didn't win it because his name is close to Gina Carano. His first name, Giancarlo.
Giancarlo.
Yeah, sounds like Gina Carano, so they're not going to do that.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
The way these people think, that would not surprise me at
You
all.
know, true.
A bunch of stuff that I really want to say, and probably later I will.
Yeah. So scroll down. So we see the nominations there. We got Giancarlo, we got Timothy Oliphant, and Carl Weathers.
Yep.
All nominated, all very deservedly nominated, and should have won. At least one of them should have won something.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
then we have I can't tell if it's the same, if yours is the same as mine. Outstanding Drama Series 2021 nomination.
That
Sound
was on the first
editing.
page.
Oh, okay. Sound editing for a comedy or drama nominee. Production design.
Okay, these are all nominations. I think I only have one winner right there. Outstanding cinematography for a single camera series. That was chapter 15, The Believer. And then outstanding stunt coordination, the whole series.
The whole series, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The whole season 2, we should say.
Now, it just says The Mandalorian, so I assume the whole series.
Yeah, but this is all stuff for the second season because 2020 was their first nominations.
Yeah.
That was just stuff for the first season. So,
Let's see. Outstanding
what do you see
music
next?
composition. Outstanding production design for a narrative period or fantasy program.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are nominations. Sorry, let me go to the winners. Outstanding sound mixing for a comedy drama series.
I think that's well deserved. When you think about all the freaking different sound effects and the design overall that they used for sound, very deserved.
And that was for the chapter 13, The Jedi.
That was the Ahsoka one, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Well, X-Wing. I'm still curious. How does it get cinematography for a single camera? You're showing your stuff on screen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. I'm just looking through my messages because I seem to have had one.
Oh, okay. Single camera. I don't understand that. I mean, I understand what a single camera is, but I thought they recorded it with several camera angles. I don't know.
There was a few of the action sequences that they filmed with one camera and one long sequence.
I guess that's what it was for then.
That could have been. And the next page is outstanding prosthetic makeup for chapter 13, The Jedi. They made Rosario Dawson look just like her.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I'm just going to do that for a second.
Mm-hmm. And then we already did sound mixing. Let's see here. Sound mixing, special visual effects in a season or a movie. And that's overall. That looks like it's not a single episode. It was the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Very, very deserved. See, I think they should have gotten more than what they did. Maybe not the major awards because it's still new. And I mean, from my understanding, the one show that won everything was The Crown.
Yeah.
But I think they really should have won more than what they did. But I'm kind of biased. So.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I'm the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Just hate when I'm trying to do stuff because things lack.
Mm-hmm.
When I concentrate and do stuff and try and make this a professional show, I get quiet a lot, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when I'm rambling about nothing at all in particular and just enjoying myself. Okay, next one they won is Outstanding Production Design for a Narrative Program. Chapter 1, The Mandalorian.
That would be 2020.
Yep. I just noticed that. So perhaps Dave needs more of Dave's tonic. And so, yeah, that's
pretty much it. Just what was it, 7?
Yeah, that was
but
7.
They were 7 well deserved and earned. Yes. I think they were great. So.
Oh, absolutely.
And honestly, they should have won more.
Agreed.
But what do you guys think in the chat? Did any of you pay any attention to the Emmys? Again, I didn't watch it, but I did look to see what Mando won because, again, it's a show that I knew was nominated and that I love. So, any of y'all got any opinions on it? Let us know. Let's see. All right. So with that, I feel like our next topic there. Am I talking to Daryl or Dave?
Oh, Daryl's still here.
Okay. Has kind of been beaten to death, and I don't know if you've seen it yet. Did you get to watch it?
I have not.
Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to briefly say, I thought Star Wars Visions was fantastic overall. There were 2 or 3 episodes that I didn't really care for. But there's a couple, like the first one is The Duel, The Ninth Jedi, which is number 5, and number 6, I think that's the order they're in. The Elder. Those are, in my opinion, the 3 best. I thought those 3 were great, and I wish they would expand upon those 3. So, with that, since Daryl hasn't seen the Visions yet.
Well, I mean, it's okay. I'm just waiting for the stupid ad to finish before I can... what the hell, man? It's like, I don't care. Get the damn ad video off of here. There we go. I'm just trying to get things to work before I show them because I'm like, you're not getting free ad space on here, even though there's only 5 people.
Right.
So, yeah, this is the Wikipedia. Got the executive producers, date released.
So, when I saw, and when you watch them, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. I was watching them and I was thinking about different people in our community. And I saw Tatooine Rhapsody and I immediately thought of you and Darth Mandalorian. Because I'm like, oh, this seems like something they would like.
Why was it full of alcohol and naked women?
No, it was music. It's surrounded music.
Ah,
Uh, it wasn't a. It wasn't great. It was fun. It was fun. Um, I didn't really care for it, but I figured it's probably going to be one that you like. Just because of the
Rollins.
music in it. Yeah.
It was bad music.
It wasn't
Okay.
that bad.
Was it original Return of the Jedi bad or special edition Return of the Jedi bad?
Original.
Talking about Sauce Noodles and the Max Rebo Band.
I think original.
It's funny because screw it, I'm turning my cam on. The original Sauce Noodles Max Rebo Band song I liked better than the remake.
Mm-hmm.
The remake was good, but I mean, hello, Leia Rose.
Hi, Leia Rose.
Oh, it was special. And
I could be completely wrong. I don't know, but I really, you and Darth Mandalorian were the first two that I thought of when I saw that episode. I'm like, I think this is something they're gonna like. It was fun. It wasn't great. It didn't stick out from the crowd, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable to watch. And it was really kind of geared towards kids. That episode was, in my opinion. But again, it was fun. And we're missing so much of that in Star Wars lately. Just losing yourself and enjoying the moment.
Right. Oh, I totally get it.
Mm-hmm. But those 3 episodes, the Duel, the Ninth Jedi, and the Elder, absolutely great. And the Village Bride, I really like too. But it's not in my top 3. It's number 4. But those 3 I thought were great. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to try and watch it before our show today, so I would have some input. But in my neck of the woods, today is the day for what they call Lord's Acre. Basically, it's not a yard sale, but kind of across from a yard sale and a flea market that the church puts on, and all the money goes to help charity. So
cool.
we go buy stuff all the time from there. And hey, Paul, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Paul.
Mr. Paul. But yeah, so we went and bought some stuff. Got some Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce. Oh, that stuff is so good. Yeah,
I've never
you
heard
can only
of that.
find it once a year.
Huh.
Yeah, once a year at the Lord's Acre, you can find Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce, and it is most exquisite. And I entered a raffle to win a big barbecue grill. Yeah, I need a new one. Mine's rusting, and I'm ready to start cooking out again. I haven't cooked out in a while. Now that it's just my wife and I here, and the kids are gone, it's like if I cook out on the grill, it's kind of too much almost. And it seems like, okay, well, if I fire up the grill and waste like 10 pounds of charcoal and whatnot. Oh, excuse me for a moment. I got to sneeze.
Well, bless you. Achoo.
Excuse me. Oh, bad. Oh, ooh, almost blew my braids out on that one. Dave in his room. Well, today it is Dave and his rum pull. And once this is empty, then we'll start rum. And it'll probably be empty by the end of the show. So anyway, we will get to the 80s stuff here in just a few minutes. But yeah, like, now that it's me and her, I want to cook out and stuff, but it's like when you cook out on the grill, you want to cook a lot while you got it fired up, and then just freaking hold on, peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay, sorry. Peer pressure gone. But yeah, and then have the leftovers and just eat them for the next few days.
Mm-hmm.
We don't always eat leftovers.
Mm.
I mean, I do. I can eat the same thing every day. It don't bother me. But we don't always agree to eat the leftovers. So look at this, man. Golly. You're killing me, Smalls. Yeah. So, I entered in when that grill is really nice. It's got a side box for the smoker. Oh, it's nice.
Wow.
It is
Nice.
so nice. It's like a $500 grill.
Mm.
That's all charcoal. I do
Mm.
not like gas grills.
Oh, good.
My ex
Oh, good.
brother-in-law used to use gas grills all the time.
Oh, that
Totally
doesn't
adds
taste the same.
It adds a funk to it, and it's the gas
That
adds the funk to it. Makes it. It's like, okay, this tastes like it was cooked indoors in a skillet,
Yeah,
as opposed to outdoors on a grill. So I use
100%.
charcoal, and I've got mesquite trees all on my property, so I can just go break a couple of branches off, throw that in there, and oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh yeah, man.
Good.
100. If it's not charcoal, you're not grilling.
Yep.
That is the only way to cook out is with charcoal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I think Black Dragon said something. Oh no, it's Verizon. 80s stuff.
Yes, we just wanted to knock two things out real quick. So what we didn't get to last week, what didn't we get? We didn't get to fashion, hair, malls. Yeah. Oh, and I got one that we didn't think of, but
what's that?
I thought of earlier today. I don't know if I should say it yet. Let's just go through what we're going to talk about, and when we're done, I'll let you know, because it'll be a surprise. It's a little dark, but
buddy?
It's 80s, and
there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think you guys might like it. So
we touched on a few of the 80s horror movies, and just a few of them, and a lot of the other movies, the campy movies, stuff like Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Porky's. I said that for Paul.
Yeah. Hang on,
Porky's is
poster. Oh my gosh.
Do what?
Coach in that poster.
What poster?
When he kept, you weren't there. When
no,
he kept
I missed that.
Popping up that poster of Porky's on that stream.
Oh, is it the pig? Get it at Porky's?
No, it was the actual Porky's.
Oh, okay.
Poster.
Okay, gotcha. Well, now I gotta find the other. Let me add that to a new window. Let's move this over. Let's do that. Why is Christopher Reeve on Google?
I don't know.
Let me show you this real quick.
Or something?
I don't know, but
or his
Christopher Reeve
anniversary
is on Google.
of his death. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If somebody in the chat knows, that'd be awesome. Hey, Cobra Disney, what's up, brother?
Do you know if you hover over it, it'll tell you? Hover over that picture.
Yep, 69th birthday.
Yep.
Then don't show him like that.
Right? Show him the way we love to remember him.
And that's funny because today is Mark Hamill's birthday.
Is it?
Yep. So Superman was born 1 year after Luke Skywalker. That's cool. That is cool. Now I forgot what I was going to look up. Oh, okay. Hang on. Whoa. Things are going crazy over here.
Oh, that was probably me.
It was. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did it as soon as I saw. I took care of that. Superman, 100 proof. Damn right.
The
And yes, 80s rock music was the best. Will not
hair
argue
bands.
that at all.
Hair bands.
Mm-hmm.
And you had the epic ballads.
Okay. Holy crap.
Mm.
You can get the neon sign that says Porky's on it for $250.
Oh, good Lord. That's okay. I'll pass. I didn't like that movie that much. Mm. Hey, Bone. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, Bone? Okay. We're going to have to not Google this because Google is not helpful at all.
Yeah. So, I saw a couple of responses to my post on Twitter. The little kids drawing of reminding people to wash their hands.
Yeah. Yep.
That
Rock
was
ballads
great.
made me gag.
Oh, but
There were some of them.
no, I wasn't saying that they were great. It was just part of that era. It was known for the ballads.
All right. Well, here's a blast from the past for the 80s. Get it at Porky's, baby.
Mhm. Right?
Yep. Oh, whoa.
Okay,
It's
did
nuts.
talking about 80s, did you guys you're always been in Texas, right?
Yep. All my life.
So did you guys have Chi-Chi's down there? Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had them up here too. They were good.
They were
I don't
in Fort Worth and Dallas and
mm,
Arlington, but in the Metroplex, but not out here in the sticks.
mm. Same thing over here. They were in Virginia Beach and Norfolk, but not really anywhere else. But they were the first ones that I can recall had the fried ice cream, and they had some pretty
Mm.
good damn food. I was sad when they went out of business.
Yeah. We were talking about it the other day on, I can't remember if it was this stream, if it was last weekend. We talked about Del Taco.
Yes, it was. Because we're getting
Yeah.
some here.
Yeah. We saw it on Coffee on Corbon's
Mm-hmm.
EBN thing, and he has the video up on his channel as well.
Yep.
But yeah, we had Del Taco back then in the late 70s, early 80s. And oh my God, it was to die for. The line was always around the building at that
Mm-hmm.
place. The red burritos with that sauce on there,
Mm-hmm.
holy God.
And
Then
then
about,
their burgers. Oh my God, those were good too.
well, see, they didn't have those back then.
Oh, well.
They were just strictly a Mexican joint.
Mm.
And, but when they came back to the area about 10 years ago, oh God, it was so disappointing.
Really?
So disappointing. The red burritos didn't have the sauce on there anymore, and
Oh, wow.
they were like this long. They're
Hmm.
like barely bigger than your hand could completely swallow it. That's how small
Hmm.
their burritos were, and they were like
Hmm.
$2. I'm like, I'm paying $2 for this, and it tastes like a regular burrito.
Like one you could get out of the freezer at the gas station.
Yeah, actually, the
Yeah.
fried burritos from the gas stations are better.
Oh, wow. And hey, Scott
I love those
Westbrook.
things. What is happening, Scotty? Sorry, Scott.
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden, I'm just going into Scotty doesn't know, which is a movie I wish was made back in the 80s so we could talk about it. But anyway,
Yeah. Well, um, we keep saying, and I think it was the 80s movie, "You're killing me, Smalls, you're killing me." How many people besides Black Dragon in the chat can tell us what movie that's from. Isn't that an 80s movie? Do you know what movie it's from?
I know what movie it's from, and I believe that movie came out in the early 90s.
Oh, I always thought it was an 80s movie.
I'm looking it up right now. If my things would work.
Does anybody in the chat know? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. That is probably the best known. Yeah. Cobra Disney Jedi got it right.
Hell yeah.
That's probably the best known line from that movie.
93.
Oh, why did I think it was like 89?
Yeah, that's
I
close
really
enough.
thought it was. Yeah. I really thought it was like super late 80s.
Well, technically the 80s bled over into the 90s to about 93, 94. So technically.
Yeah. We could go with that.
Yeah, because Quantum Leap started in 89, went to 93.
Yeah. Great.
So it's technically
Great.
an 80s series.
Yeah.
Love that
Yes.
show. And I still tweet about once a week. I'll still tweet that out.
Mm-hmm.
Bring Sam home.
I try to share it every time I see it.
Hashtag bring Sam home.
Mm-hmm. So,
and yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, to prepare, I decided this morning that I was going to watch YouTube specials. They have some specials up there about malls. I didn't know that. Malls.
Like, you want to go to the mall?
Yeah.
Like,
and
gag
it was
me with
like,
a spoon.
Like very
totally.
Early 80s. Very early. And they're talking to everybody and they're like, yeah, so what brings you here? And they're all, oh, boys. And then they'd ask the guys and the guys would be like, oh, girls.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Hey,
like,
Matt Cave, what's up, brother?
Hey, Matt Cave. And it's funny because we were talking about this last week too. The one thing in the malls, when they asked them, what are you here for? The girls said guys and the guys said girls. And then they asked them, so where do you guys like to hang out? What do you like to do at the mall? And they said, well, besides walk around, we hang out at whatever happened to be the name of the arcade.
Yep.
Every single damn one of them.
Yep.
I was like, oh my gosh. Yes,
up here is either the arcade or the food court.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're like been at the arcade for a while, you get hungry, you go to the food court, get something to eat, just kind of sit down, hang, watch people, watch girls go by, say, ooh, she's got pretty hair. And
yeah, that's not what you said.
Then it was. That's exactly what we said. Because
wait.
My mom took me and my friends to a place called Wet and Wild. It was a water park. And we came up with that code because we were oogling at all the girls. And we're like 13, 14 years old. So we're oogling at all the girls and everything. And my mom's just like giving us a hard time. She was cool, but, she was still kind of not cool at the same time. So we would just say, oh, man, look at that one. She's got pretty hair. And we just sit there and go, man, she sure does.
So it was code. It was code. All right.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I can forgive you.
Yes.
Because I'm like, teenage boys, you're not talking about a girl's hair.
Yeah. And it was funny because from that point on, we used that code wherever we went. Didn't matter if we were just us or not.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't matter who was with us. We'd always just say that, oh, man, she's got pretty hair.
Oh, my gosh.
Ah, yes. The good times. The good times. Then going to like Six Flags. That was fun. Man, Six Flags back in the 80s was a blast.
I have never been to Six Flags, any Six Flags, because we've always had Busch Gardens and King's Dominion here. So you go to Busch Gardens or King's Dominion.
Six Flags is like Busch Gardens, almost identical. Except, I don't know about Busch Gardens, but at Six Flags you have themes.
Yeah, the Busch Gardens here, it's Busch Gardens Europe. So every section is a different country in Europe.
Wet and Wild's a great idea for either car wash or strip joint. Or
It's
both.
also the name of a fingernail polish.
Well, funny enough, Cobra, not long after Wet and Wild closed and became something else, I can't remember. It's still a water park. It's just something else now. It's still the same place. But there was a strip club in Dallas that, yeah, they took on the name.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very proud. Very proud to say I was from this region. The Scream Machine at Six Flags, New Jersey was one of my favorites. We didn't have that here. We had the Judge Roy Scream, which was a wooden roller coaster. It felt like you were going to get launched out of your seat, which I did.
Mm-hmm.
Like before there was Final Destination of people getting thrown off roller coasters, that happened to me.
Oh,
and
wow.
If it wasn't for me wrapping my arms around the guard that held you in place, the bar,
Mm-hmm.
I was just barely tall enough to ride that ride. So I'm riding it with my sister. Well, the guard comes back only so far. It was like a foot away from me.
Oh, goodness.
So we go up the first hill, we go down. I'm laughing. It's all great. We go up that second hill, and as soon as we crest, I fly out of the seat, grab that bar, and I mean, my feet were coming completely out. My ass was already above the car.
Oh, man.
And my feet were coming out of the seat, and my sister grabbed one of my legs and pulled me back down as I'm grabbing the rail or that bar. So I grab that bar. She grabs my leg. I get back down, and the rest of the ride, I am grabbing the center part of that bar and holding on for dear life.
Mm-hmm.
And we could have, had my mom really been pissed like a normal parent should have been, we would have owned Six Flags. Because that would, had I not grabbed that, my sister not grabbed my leg, I'd have died that day. I would have been Banta Poodoo on the rails.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
And you said it was a wooden roller coaster? An old wooden?
Yep.
Yeah. The one we have here is in King's Dominion. And I don't even know if it's still operational. It was called the Rebel Yell. And it would go
she
forward.
cried Momo.
Yeah. Another great song from the 80s. It would go forward, and then it would also take the same track backwards. It was scary.
Oh, we had that here. It was called the Flashback. Had the loops in it, like the corkscrew. You'd ride the roller coaster, and then you go through the corkscrew, and then you go up, and then start going backwards, and you go backwards all the way to the start. All kinds of fun.
Yeah.
And then, getting our driver's license and being set free upon the world. And man, that's when we really should have died.
Right?
But
almost all of us.
It's just, I don't know. The 80s, just looking at the decades before and the decades after. I mean, granted, I was only alive in the 70s, so I can only read about the 60s and 50s and stuff. But looking and reading about all that was going on in those decades, the 80s was the absolute best decade to be alive and to experience firsthand.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel so fortunate to have been there.
Yeah, me too.
Because I wouldn't trade it for anything. It was like, it was almost like magic. It really was. So many things were being innovated right then. And, the internet wasn't around. Car phones just became a thing. Microwaves were,
New.
being mainstream. They were still, oh, yeah, you could still cook a turkey in like 5 minutes. But what was I going to say? God, I hate that when my train of thought derails.
Remote controls became a thing.
Yes, remote controls became wireless.
Yeah, because at first, so my mom and dad had a VCR when they first came out, and it had a wired remote control on it. It was so horrible.
Yep, and before we had a VHS player, we had a Betamax.
And And what was so nice about remote controls, wired or later when they became unwired, is I was no longer the channel changer for my mom and dad,
Yes, I was no
or the
longer the channel changer for my sister.
adjuster of the rabbit ears.
Oh, I was still that. Oh, just got another 80s classic added to the Matt Cave collection. Here's the hint. Come to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm
And I'm
all
all
out of
out of bubble gum.
God, I love that movie. They live.
Mhm.
Such a good movie. Roddy Piper was so good in that movie.
Mhm.
Oh my God. I mean, I kind of watched him a little bit before in wrestling before he did that movie. And I was like, this guy in this movie, it's going to be a train wreck.
Mhm.
And boy, I was
And it
surprised
was
at how good he
great.
was. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
so
Roddy
good.
Piper was always one of my favorites. Wrestler or anything he was in. I
Yeah.
just loved him.
Yes. I mean, he was just, yeah, absolutely amazing movie.
Hmm.
Oh my God. It was so good. Oh, so good. I just can't, man, there's just so many good movies. I mean,
Hmm.
and also, the birth of CDs. But
Hmm.
before CDs came out, do y'all remember? Laser
Latest.
discs.
Hmm.
Yeah. They were about as big as
As a
this.
record. Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. I picked this up the other night.
Oh, cool.
It's my Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 vinyl,
Mm.
which I can play on this record player right there
Awesome.
once I get it where I want it and hooked up.
Mhm.
Because my room is still a disaster. This is like the only clean corner, other than my drums, which are behind me or behind you. For breaking the fourth wall, if you turn around and look behind you, you'll see my drum set.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
Right
there they
here,
are.
right here. I can just get the camera and turn it around.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then my guitar on the wall, my 3D
Hmm.
printer, or my computer holding my 3D printer filament, and then my 3D printer,
Hmm.
and my big TV, and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
And this is also taken into account however many times your dogs knock over everything.
yes, they knock over all. Actually, they haven't knocked over anything today. Um, Yesterday, my acoustic bass is sitting right here. My dog Mackenzie came in here and just flipped out, turned around, hit with her butt, knocked it completely over.
Mm.
Well, I don't know if you saw it, but right over here by the drum set is my 12 string.
Hmm.
It was sitting over there by a shelving unit that's going to be moved out of here. And, well, one of the cats knocked the shelving unit over into that guitar and
Oh,
knocked it
no.
over.
Oh, gosh.
And, oh, you talk about gurgle. Oh, it just made my stomach just. It's just. Oh.
Mm.
Yep, Cobra, you got it right. 80s
Yeah.
movies are great. No plots, lots of titties, and great action. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Well, with the exception of Basic Instinct, you got lots of
Oh,
others.
yeah, you had the famous
Yeah. Yeah. You had other
scene.
stuff in that scene.
And I think that was 89 as well.
I believe so. 88 or 89.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
Mm. Ah.
okay. Well, if anybody's going to get a hold of me on Discord, they're going to have to wait because this Discord is going absolutely ape crap. He keeps going burn up like I got notifications, but
And
nothing's
it's
showing
nothing.
up. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
absolutely nothing. So I just closed it. Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
See, back in the 80s, we didn't have Discords. We had phones,
Well, not even cell
wall
phones, wall
phones,
phones.
and pay phones
Um,
at the
and
gas
if
station,
you
in front of the movie theater, outside the
and,
grocery store.
and if you had to make a long distance phone call, you paid out the wazoo for it.
Yep. Even though all it required of the operator was to unplug you from here and plug you in over here.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't cost any more money to do it, but man, you
Mm-mm.
had to pay for it.
Yeah, and in our area, it was a really big deal because if you ever look at a map of this area, Hampton Roads area, we're all very close. And then there's places, a couple of counties right outside of Hampton Roads that are so close, you could spit, and they're, decent sized. And Williamsburg wasn't originally a part of Hampton Roads, and they had a
Yeah.
different area code. So you would call from Hampton or Newport News, which is right beside Williamsburg, and it would be a long distance call. And people were so sick of it, they bitched and complained,
Yep.
and they finally changed it.
Here's
Yeah.
a quarter. Call someone who cares. Turned off the sounds for notifications in it. Left the taskbar flash though. Yeah, see, the taskbar will flash, and then I'll click on it, and nothing's there. I'm like, okay, what are you notifying me of?
Something.
Still a
Somebody's
payphone bracket in our building. Not sure why they didn't take it with the phone. Yeah, I've seen a few of those. Up until this past year, the corner store by my house, excuse me, still had the entire this thing, that part. Still had that. The phone wasn't in it, but the entire casing and the stand was. That was still there. And that phone had been gone for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's, but he had to, nearby city annexed his area and made him remodel. Pretty much he had to strip his store and rebuild it almost from the ground up. And
What?
no way.
Really?
That's interesting. I didn't know they were still around. I thought they'd been gone for like 20 years.
Right? There's none in this area. You won't find any.
Oh,
Hey,
Phil.
it's Phil, and he's ragging on people again.
Oh yeah, he's got a boner for Yankees.
Oh yeah,
whether it's good or bad.
Oh my, oh my. At least he can't rag on me no more about Star Blazers.
That's right.
Because I watched it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I have always felt like the 80s was the worst era for fashion. We had the worst fashion sense in the 80s.
You are so wrong.
Oh my God, no, it was horrible.
Fashion. Dude, did you have a members only jacket?
Who didn't have a members only? Who didn't have leg warmers? Who didn't have scrunchies in their hair, which had a bad perm?
I mean, let me move this to another window. There we go. Now I can share the screen and just go through all the pictures.
Oh my God, parachute pants.
Oh, dude. There you go. The oversized sweatshirts that the girls wore as a dress, as a skirt, but it was nothing more. I mean, look at that. That's the bottom of a sweater.
Mm-hmm.
When she bent over, you saw it all. And I was never that lucky. Damn it. And see, there's the leggings and the tops.
God, it was horrible.
Oh,
it was horrible. And it was all bright as hell.
Oh, yeah. And God, remember the eyeshadow?
Oh, it was horrible.
Yikes.
I wasn't old enough to wear makeup in the 80s, so I couldn't do any of that.
Thank God. You see, this is, I mean, some guys wore that stuff, but they were mostly from Britain.
Yeah.
Guys here didn't wear shit like that.
No.
We wore members only jackets and Michael Jackson coats and stuff.
Mm-hmm. The Levi's button fly 501 jeans.
I loved those. I loved those, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind an outfit like that on That's Olivia. She's hot. Still looks good though. But yeah, I mean, the '80s fashion was a god awful train wreck.
It
Then
was
you went
so
through
bad.
the punk, the punk phase.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got all this stuff you want to buy, and it's like I don't want to buy this stuff. And there's the Lisa Bonet,
Mm-hmm.
and then the oversized pants.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, look at this guy, shot dude. Vote for Pedro. God. That's what he reminds me of.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Velcro
Oh
shoes.
gosh. Yes. Didn't
Yes.
Reebok pumps come out in the 80s?
Yes.
Or was that 90s?
They did. Nope, that was in the 80s,
Yeah.
the late 80s. The
Oh
Reebok
my gosh.
pumps.
Remember those came out and everybody had to have some.
Yep. Remember the Geordie LaForge
another
glasses?
Oh yeah. Well, what was so bad too about the 80s is freaking shoulder pads for women.
Yeah, that's
Everything
what I've been looking
had
for.
shoulder pads. Oh, they were horrible.
It's like, well, there's some right there on Princess Diana. She had the shoulder pads.
Mm-hmm.
She was pretty too. Oh, and there's that god awful thing.
Oh God. Oh my gosh.
That honestly looks
That's
like somebody tried to
extreme.
Photoshop nowadays who's not very good at it.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Like me. And then you have the workout clothes.
Oh yeah.
Leotards, leg warmers, and basically you're wearing a swimsuit with leotard underneath.
Mm-hmm. But the thing about leg warmers is people wore those when they weren't working out. It was just a regular
Eddie.
a regular fashion.
Yeah.
Hi, Eddie.
And also, that was these workout clothes were the advent of the thong.
They led to it, yeah.
Yeah. Because most of those workout outfits were thonged in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who watched Stranger Things knows.
Oh yeah. Bring up Cher. Remember her video?
Which
that
one?
was that was outlawed on MTV?
The one on the battleship? That was
yes.
in the 90s.
Oh, it was? I thought it was the 80s.
Turn back
Damn,
time.
see, I keep getting that mixed up. End of 80s, early 90s.
And then you got these lovely things.
So much. Oh, yeah, the parachute pants. Yep.
No, those weren't parachute pants. He's just wearing sweats.
Oh.
Pooching them out. I was talking about the hair. It's like kid and play.
Oh, the box. The box. The box.
Yeah, the box hairdo.
My uncle, I'm going to tell you, my uncle hated the box so much that every time he saw it, he would say, I'd like to shit in that box.
Speaking of which,
he was horrible.
Okay, y'all think it was tough now, or think it's tough now trying to identify whether it's a dude or a chick? Back in the 80s, that's when all that shit started. Guys would dress like this.
Majority of the time, they wouldn't have earrings, but they would dress like that and wear the eyeliner and shit.
Yeah, that's when
and
the
have their hair done.
Were invented.
Clip-ons have been around forever. They had them in the 20s. I thought they got invented in the 80s. No, clip-on earrings were called ear bobs, but they were clip-ons.
Ah, okay, my bad. See, no, Phil, I did not have a rat tail. I didn't have a mullet either. Wow. I had long hair, but everybody was like, "Oh, dude, you got a mullet." It's like, no, I style it. You know, it was the typical parted in the middle, but the way I styled it looked like I had a mullet, but it was never short up top. It was always long with the rest of my hair.
And yes, Phil, I know the
The
difference
Prince
between the
outfit.
80s and the 90s, but sometimes it bleeds together,
It does. It really does. And what was the point of wearing a thong
especially
jumpsuit
the
if you wore leotards?
early.
That's because back then, Cobra, showing your ass in public was still illegal.
Yeah, it's not something that you did.
And Adamant, you're right, JP. Adamant did
Yep.
dress like that, but he
Mhm.
was British.
Yep.
So,
And that's most of your British did that. Not a lot of Americans did that. There were, I mean,
but
you had a few, very few, but
but
is
yeah,
that Joan Jett?
you damn right it is.
Mhm.
See, this was the '80s that I loved. Was the '80s rocker, especially if it was her. Oh my God, woo! That was Boner City for me. And then that's the only reason I watched Grease right there, was to see Olivia Newton-John in leather tights.
I
I
know that
mean,
outfit had to be terrible to get into
I
for her to
understand
put
that.
on.
I understand that, and yes, but damn, damn,
Oh, Scott had a crush on Paula Abdul and Lita Ford.
dude, Lita Ford back then was hot. Now she just looks like a used up barmaid. But yeah, oh, Paula Abdul, oh, had her first start. Uh, she was choreographer for a lot of
Uh-huh.
videos, mainly Janet Jackson's, and Janet Jackson gave her break.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, Phil? Actually, I did not. I was more of a Tiffany fan than Debbie
I
Gibson.
was about to say it was either that or Tiffany. I would have loved to have
And
been
that's
that
back
seamstress.
when that's back when they did their concerts in the mall.
Oh yeah,
Couldn't do that stuff nowadays, but back then malls had concerts and fashion shows. I remember in middle and we call now it's called middle school. When I went to school, it was called junior high school. Junior high school and high school, we had uh, fashion shows in the mall because we still had classes where you had to make clothes and stuff.
yeah.
So we would make the clothes and then design or whatever it was we were doing, and
Yep.
then go to the mall and they would have
Yeah.
a fashion show.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, Laura Branigan was hot too. She made me lose my self control. Oh, I threw this one up as a trigger, but we're not here to talk bad on people. It's like I'm just looking through all this. Oh, there's Cindy Lauper.
Oh, I loved Cyndi Lauper back in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
I loved her so much. I begged my mom and dad to let me get my hair done like hers. When she had it on the one side with the checkerboard.
With the waffle. Yeah.
Yeah,
I call
that's
it
what I
waffle.
wanted. That's what I wanted. And my mom and dad were like, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Dude.
loved Cyndi Lauper. I loved her music. I can't stand her now. But I loved everything about her in the 80s.
This is not right at all.
Uh-uh.
That is recent. Because these
Yeah, that's
pants
not
were
80s.
not 80s
No.
at all. These pants were not invented until about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Or when
that's
skinny
not.
came out. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's some kind of model faux pas bullshit.
Mhm.
That's 80s right there, baby.
That's definitely 80s.
Tie-dye, let's get physical, and boners. That's 80s.
Ah.
Dude, I'm not kidding. It's like, back in the 80s, most guys walked around with a constant Woody because of all these I mean, like that. You see that coming at you down the road, you're like, boing, 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 and you just have to kind of walk in a crouch. And that's why all the girls thought the guys were so stupid back then and retarded, because we had to basically censor our boners around them. And, you know, when we did that, it just made us look all awkward and shit. And there's some of the hair.
And it was also the birth of MTV,
1981.
which influenced a lot of fashion, a lot of hair.
Yep.
That's where Madonna really got started.
Yep. She got started in 84.
And she really pushed a lot of boundaries on MTV and developed a lot of the 80s fashion. I hate to say it because, again, now I don't care about Madonna. But back then, everybody loved her or hated her. There was no in between. My mom and dad would not let me have a Madonna tape because, you know, we had tapes back then.
All right,
But they wouldn't let me have one. And I really loved her music.
82-inch screen. Okay, Matt Cave, I'm up for adoption. Just throwing that out there. I don't mind living in the north. I like long walks on the
screen. Oh my
I like long walks on the beach. I'm potty trained. I do like rum.
I wipe my own ass. I wipe my own ass.
Oh, it feels like Matt Cave growing up in the 80s. He would have been a Wham and Culture Club fan. I can tell. You know, I'm starting to think Phil's a projectionist.
Right?
He's wanting someone else to like those bands so he won't be alone. Dude, Phil, I just messed with you. Oh. Yep.
Flock of seagulls. Yep.
No, dude, Flock of Seagulls had a good song.
They did.
Sold. I'll pick you up tomorrow. Fuck yeah. Woo! Now,
congratulations.
Hold on. The thing about it is, will I have privacy on that 82-inch screen? Because when I have Dave's tonic, let me go over here. Where was it?
Oh, gracious.
Yeah. Dude, you talk about 82-inch screen. That makes you want to lick it up. Remember that song from the 80s? Kiss? Lick it up.
Oh, my God.
Ah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, the fashion was
and
just
then
so hit and miss. I had that one pulled up because that's a lie. Because this speaker right here tells you right there that is not an original stereo. No. Because there's no big dial across the front.
And
that's all digital.
Usually if you had something like that, it had two tape deck holders. And it was
some of them
way
did.
bigger.
Some of them had this. They were way bigger, and you were not going to carry it like that.
No.
Not with that expression on your face.
No, I was going to say if you're a chick, no. If dude, yeah. Dudes carried them like that all the time.
Carrying it on you, carrying it like that. The radios we had, or boom boxes, you'd be going like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be straining because those things were heavy as hell.
Wow.
And that's just bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm messing with you. But women were a little bit smarter. So instead of, what the hell? You're such an ass. So instead of having the big boom boxes that we had to carry on our shoulders, we got Walkman.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Padawannabe, what's up, brother? Oh, yeah. Walkmans are great.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You are correct, sir. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Walkmans, man, when they invented those, holy shit.
Oh,
why did this go back to the... Oh, wow, look at that. I missed that one earlier.
God.
Look at that curvature. Whew. Okay, I need to quit looking at this. Dave's coming out more and more and more. So,
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I don't mind, but I don't mind, but it is equal opportunity. Let's look at some good-looking dudes too. Come on now.
Okay, here I got one pulled up for you to look at.
Oh my God, it's gonna be horrible, isn't it?
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared. That's not an '80s.
That's not a dude either. But
No.
I was just going, what was said earlier about titties. So anyway,
God.
sorry, I was distracted.
Oh Lord, have
Okay.
mercy.
There you go. Here's some Miami Vice.
Miami Vice. Boy, that's a classic.
Dude, that soundtrack
gosh.
was killer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I look at 80s fashion men. That's
they
a lie.
had. Oh, that's such a lie.
All of this is a lie. What the? Okay, that's okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's 80s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of this is BS. So
not...
Johnny Depp in the 80s. I loved Johnny Depp in the 80s.
21 Jump Street.
Yep.
First movie was the first Nightmare on Elm Street, where he died most brutally. Ooh, God, it was such a nasty death. I'm always up for that.
I think most of them were.
Yeah, always one speaker went out on your headphones, and
they every damn time.
You had to buy a whole new Walkman to get new headphones, or you spend like $50 on the big earmuff ones at Radio Shack, which were the same way. One speaker would always go out. Never
always.
Wear your pants at your belly button, dude. I didn't either, and they had those. I've worn Wranglers since the late 70s, so once I got a voice. Yay! What's up, brother?
Hey!
All right, Matt Cave. Dripping in swagoo. Oh, crap.
Oh, suspenders.
Oh, yeah, the suspenders. Oh, my God. I had a pair of those.
Are you checking your DMs now?
Wow. Okay. Is it okay if I share this, Matt?
Hello, John. And yes, I also miss Radio Shack. Our last one just closed right at the beginning of the coof. We had one Radio Shack left. Oh, right, what do we got? What do we got?
All right. This is what Matt Cave just sent me. If I were to be adopted by him, that's what I'd be watching TV on. Look at the size of that beast. Wow.
Oh my. Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
that's like a wall by itself. What the hell?
Dude.
And nobody's looking at that, Matt Cave.
Yeah, we're
looking at the TV.
Yes. That is our primary focus, is this right here.
And you have kids.
Right there.
We understand.
Dude, yeah. Having kids is a constant nightmare of cleaning stuff. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your beer fridge over on the right. Dude, you need an upgrade.
Yeah.
You need a bigger beer fridge.
I'm going to need a bigger boat.
Yes. Jeez, man. Good Lord.
What in the world?
I bought a 65-inch TV last year. I agree, Matt. That's no moon.
That's no moon.
Yeah, same Black Dragon. That's the first. Oh, hell yeah. My first TV I've bought in 25 years.
Mm.
The last TV I bought was a 32-inch console TV. Not console, but just 32-inch tube TV. Just the old big bastards. Last one I bought 20 years ago. And then I decided to, okay, fine, let's get with the times. Bought a 65-inch TV last year with one of my stimulus checks. After I paid all my bills, of course. Yeah, most people didn't do that. So, but anyway, I decided, all right, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to buy it. I freaking love it. It's huge. Just watching it feels like a deal. And then Matt Cave's got to just say, look at what I got over there. Meanwhile, just going, look at what I got over there. just flexing. That's awesome, brother. That is awesome. One day.
Matt Cave, I have a projector too. I project big. It's a RCA home theater projector. It's pretty nice, but I just haven't used it yet.
Hey,
I mean,
Rogers.
I've set it up, but I haven't watched anything on it.
Yes, they have been getting better.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. You never got any of the stimulus checks. Well, that's bullshit. They still owe you that shit, dude. I'd fight for that. They still owe my wife 8 months of unemployment that she was qualified for, but they didn't pay her because you couldn't get through on the damn phone. Because all the greedy fuckers who didn't want to work got through first.
Of course.
They're the ones that just sit there, read out until they get through. Well, my wife didn't have time for that because she was trying to find a job. If X-Wing was growing up in the 80s, it would have been the nerd in Van Halen's Hot for Teacher. I would wedgie him every day. No, I don't think X-Wing would have been that kid. He would have been close, but he would have been the one in the back that you didn't notice. He would have been the one that blended into the scenery.
Yeah.
And then when he made a move, boy, howdy, he would have just exploded and became Eddie Van Halen. Just like he's doing now in the Star Wars community. He's almost at 1,000 subs, man. We need to push to get him up to 1,000 subs.
Yeah. When I looked last night, he is 75 away from 1,000.
So close.
75.
So close.
I try to share his stuff and talk about his stuff so we can get him there. I hope we can get him there.
Yeah,
we'll get you there, X-Wing. We'll get you there. Damn it, we'll get you there.
And everyone with Dave's tonic.
By the way, Daryl, the since we're talking about X-Wing, the tumblers are back on there. I ordered mine last night.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
I need to do that now.
Have you gotten your mug yet?
I have not.
Okay.
Both of them have been shipped. So.
Yeah, I checked mine last night too. Mine's been shipped. My shirt has not been shipped yet.
Huh.
But the mug has been shipped. What are you doing, Kenobi?
Hello there.
Yeah. He's being crazy.
Okay. Let me go to his merch store.
Oh my gosh. Really, Phil? If X-Wing admits Baron Fell is better than Wedge, I'll buy him 75 subs.
All right. We've got a challenge for you, X-Wing.
Right?
My Mandarin TV
my
needs to be updated
gosh.
for the 4K version. However, that says really good. It's 1080. It's pretty old now. It makes sense and died. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the new TVs. They break way too easy.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. Oh, dude. Now, see, that's what I'm going to have in this room, Matt Cave. I got to share this, buddy.
Hmm.
Look at what Matt Cave has. He's got a bar.
Oh, what?
He's got the makings of a cantina.
Okay, there's Yoda, Boba, and is that what's his name from what the hell? It starts with a C. I can't think of his damn name. Cleveland. Is that Cleveland?
And that's not Boba, that's a Ninja Turtle.
Oh, okay. I can't really see. Forgive me.
Boba the Ninja Turtle.
I'm so sorry. It looked like
That is
Boba
awesome, dude.
from here.
That is so awesome. Oh. Dude, congratulations.
Oh,
That's
that
awesome,
is
Eddie.
awesome,
Hell
Eddie.
yeah.
Congrats.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Wow.
80s movies and cartoons taught good lessons and stories from the best. Absolutely, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Even He-Man.
At the end of
the
every
end
episode.
Of every episode. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. E.T. was the barman. He was looking for Elliot. Oh,
Elliot.
yep, that was Cleveland. You're right. That's Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so good. Yes, definitely. Congratulations, man.
Yes. Good going, Eddie.
That
All
is
right.
awesome.
Too good. Too good.
Very true. She who must not be named broke the TV I bought her for Christmas. She had her name on that first part. Oh, dude.
I would have been so pissed.
Yeah.
I probably would have thrown it at her.
I would have thrown her through it.
Well, I would have thrown it through her.
Well,
Stay
they're
there
so
for a
big
minute.
now that
That's what she said. Sorry.
okay. 23rd October is the birthday. That's awesome, brother. That is so awesome. Congratulations.
Yes.
That is so bitching.
Congrats.
Oh.
Oh, really?
That's when I would do something extraordinarily vulgar. And let's just say I would do something. You know what? Let's just say I would do something vulgar to myself, but let her get accidentally involved. And then say, it's mine. I do what I want with it. So.
See, I was thinking like grab her hoo-ha and say, it's mine. I can do what I want with it. Unless you're screwing somebody else.
Okay.
Trying to keep it clean, saying hoo-ha instead of the other words.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, D&D was huge in the 80s too. Remember the cartoon?
Dude, I was going to bring that up because the hold on, I'm paying for my shirt real quick. There we go.
I thought you were getting the tumbler. You're getting a shirt?
I'm sorry, the tumbler. Yeah, I was looking at the shirts, but I'm paying for the tumbler.
Oh, Eddie, you're most welcome, and I'm just so happy for you. 500, that's really good. On TikTok. I don't have TikTok because I don't want the Chinese spying on my ass.
Dude, I tell you what. There we go.
The American government does enough of that. I don't need China doing it too.
Okay.
Sorry.
There we go.
Off
I
topic.
just ordered my tumbler.
No,
you're
for
fine.
a second, but wow, Phil still has the book game. Wow.
The D&D arcade game, that was Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Gauntlet.
Warrior is about to die.
Yeah, my stepdaughter still plays D&D to
Wow.
this day, and uh, she got me back in it because I remember, back in the mid '80s, we had the book and we had a
Oh
DM and we
yeah.
had the graph paper so we could draw our own maps
Uh-huh.
to the dungeons that we were in.
Everybody, I don't know
Oh my god,
anybody
it was so
that
much fun.
didn't. I mean, even non-nerds played it. It was
Yeah,
just fun.
yeah. I had a couple of non-nerds, couple of jocks that played it with
Hmm.
us, and one of the jocks was the DM. So it was really
Really?
cool. Yeah,
Wow.
it was really
Hmm.
cool. It was really neat.
Hmm.
But yeah, Gauntlet was awesome sauce. I have that on my retro game. Oh,
Really?
yeah, yeah. My
Hmm.
game emulator that's got all the old arcade games on it. I've got
Hmm.
Gauntlet on there.
Huh? Do I sense some Gauntlet play instead of Ocarina of Time?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Ocarina of Time is first, and now that I have the new Streamlabs set up, I'm going to get Matt Cave and two Star Wars nerds, Mister Two Star Wars nerds, to help me get that all figured out and set up.
Hmm.
And we'll start broadcasting from that and see how that works out. So our Taco Tubes Day will be done from Streamlabs.
Yes. Yes. And hopefully you guys will love the way it looks. I thought it looked pretty awesome. Mhm. Yes, skating rinks, Phil. I was at the skating rink every Friday and Saturday night. That is where I got in my first fight. Well, it's not, it wasn't necessarily a fight. All right, I'm going to tell you guys the story.
Oh,
So,
hold on. Let me move my mic. Story
uh
time.
huh. Yeah, story time. So,
Hey, Broadus Day, what's up?
I started dating this guy named Frank. And Frank was a player. He he uh
I have
dated,
not.
he was pretty popular. He dated a lot of
I have
girls.
not.
So
I will look that up.
we went to the skating rink and he and I were hanging out. You know, it was my boyfriend. And one of his ex-girlfriends, his most recent ex-girlfriend was there, and she came at me, and I had no doubt that she could probably beat my
Nice.
ass because she was big. She was a big girl. She hit puberty way before I did, obviously. And so I'm like thinking to myself, okay, if I go outside, this bitch is going to beat my ass. And then I'm going to go home and my dad is going to find out. My dad's going to beat my ass for getting my ass beat. So I'm going to make sure I take care of this. So the skating rink is getting ready to close and I go out the doors. It's a double doorway. And I'm waiting. I have my skates in my hand and I'm waiting just on the outside of the door to where I can see when she's coming out, but she can't see me. So she comes out. I grab my skate in my right hand and I bang smashed her on her damn head. And I ran
Ooh,
to my mom and dad's car. She had to get stitches in that shit.
jeez, you brute.
I was determined that bitch was not going to beat my ass. And we went to school the next Monday. She was there and she had stitches in her fucking head. And everybody asked her, "Oh, what happened?" She was like, "Oh, yeah, I went to the skating rink and I fell. I tripped and fell." Your ass didn't trip and fell. I clocked your ass with the roller skates.
Oh my god.
First, well, I say first fight. Obviously, it wasn't a fight, but I wasn't going to give her the opportunity
Oh hell
because I just know she would have beat my ass. I would have went home. My dad would have beat my ass. I was not going to have that happen.
no.
Yeah. Hey, I learned quickly.
Figured out how to get net play working on a few emulators and play some retro games called. Dude, that would be badass.
Oh
That would
yeah.
be so badass.
Oh yeah.
because I've got so many games on the emulators.
But
Oh,
the
yeah.
bad thing,
Phil?
the
Got bad news for you, Phil.
yeah. The bad thing about that though was after that I kind of felt invincible. So I that was the start of many fights for me, and I didn't always win, but yeah, I got the best of people sometimes, and other times they got the best of me. So it was fun. Now that I look back on it.
Yep. Yeah, I agree, Black Dragon. They're all disappearing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we've still got 2 drive-ins, one up in Fort Worth and one in Granbury, in the next county over. That's still doing real good, and they have no plans on closing them down. The roller rinks, our last one in this area, closed down last year. Actually, it was bought out by a rustic furniture store that has all this, rustic country style furniture and charges you way out the ass for it. It's like, man, this looks like something that was made at shop class at the local high school.
Right.
And they want like $5,000 for it. I'm like, huh? Who's buying this shit? But anyway. Darth Arlena has the Cobra Kai motto.
Absolutely. That was it. I was 15,
Hey, you got to, it's all fair in love and war.
I was not going to get my ass beat twice in one night.
It's all fair in love and war.
Um,
So you got your driver's license in Delaware at age 15 years, 8 months back in 87. 88, parents got you a brand new. Wow, dude.
Wow. You know what? My first. So, what was your first car, Daryl?
A 1980 Mazda GLC hatchback.
Wow.
2-door. Highway orange was the color. And the front end had been wrecked. And the grill was in the trunk in the hatchback. When I got the car, it had 2 L brackets with dune buggy headlights bolted to them. And every time I hit a bump, it was like strobe lights. It was going. I was like, oh my fucking God, I can't drive like this. My first time driving it, I almost had a seizure. I was like, oh my gosh. Retarded. But yeah, that was my first car. Highway orange 1980 Mazda GLC hatchback in 87.
Well, yours was newer than mine. My first car was a 1968 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Ooh, nice.
You talk about a boat.
Freaking land yacht.
That sucker was huge. And here I am, 16, trying to drive it around. And it had a V8. So I was speeding and not realizing I was speeding.
And most V8s back then had the 4-barrel carburetor.
And that thing went through some gas too.
Yes.
Ooh.
You just pump the gas twice, then you gotta go fill up again.
You gotta go fill it up.
But fortunately, back then you could fill your tank up for less than $10.
Yeah, $10 you got a full tank.
Yep. And that was in a big car. In a small car, you could fill it up for $5.
Yep.
And if you're taking your drunk friends around, you could seriously bank.
Oh, hell yeah.
Taking all their drunk asses home. It's like, dude, I need some gas money. All right, here's $10. All right, cool, thanks, man. And then wait about 10 minutes and just still sit at the gas station and then drive around the block and pull back into the gas station. Like, dude, I gotta get gas. And one of the other ones would be like, dude, we just got gas. No, we didn't. I talked about it, but we hadn't got here yet, but now we're here. All right. And they give you gas money. I only did that once, and I gave them all back their money the next day because I felt
wouldn't have.
But it was funny. Well, I felt bad. I was like, I'm not going to fuck them over. They're my friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Matt Cave.
Delta 88.
Yeah.
Those things were beasts. 86 GMC Jimmy with wooden consoles. The only rode on the car with the upper hole.
Termite.
Yeah, another Delta 88. Oh, a 72.
Mm.
Yeah, those things were beasts. God, they could take a licking. Oh my God. They were just, oh. Well, let's put it this way. A car pulls out in front of me in 91. I'm driving an 83 Camaro and they're in a Delta 88. Pull right out in front of me. I slam on the brakes and T-bone them. Totals my car. My engine is coming through the floorboard.
And they probably had a dent in their door.
2 dents.
Yeah.
And I T-boned them at 50 miles an hour.
Mm.
And they had 2 dents in the door. And that was it. Totaled my car. Screwed my knees up. My knees are still, my knees have been screwed up ever since. Because back then, the underdash of cars were metal.
Mm-hmm.
And both my seatbelt broke and both my knees went into it.
Damn.
Bus pass. I agree.
Right?
I agree. Low is 67 cents. Yeah, here back in 87, we had a gas station called Racetrack, and that's where we all filled up. All the teenagers went to fill up their cars was at Racetrack. And at one point in 87, it got down to 70 cents a gallon. And I was like, oh my God. It's like I could fill my car up for $5.30. And I had like a 12-gallon tank. And it was just like, oh my God, this is so cool. Got a 86 Pontiac in my personal car, a Buick Roadmasters. Oh my God. Wow, man, you got a grandma car.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Not sure of the Pontiac here. Oh, yeah, them Roadmasters. Those are nice cars, though. I mean,
but they were grandma cars.
Yeah, 10 years ago, I had to buy a car because my job took away our work trucks. Okay. In a nutshell, in 2011, I got divorced from my wife, or my ex-wife, of almost 18 years. And I had no car. But at my job, I could take my truck home. So I wasn't in a rush to get a car. Well, later on that same year, management decides that we don't need to take our trucks home anymore. So I have to go out and find a car immediately. Otherwise, I ain't going to be able to go to work because our shop was 30 minutes away. So, yeah, I ended up buying a 1995 Buick Century from a family. The little old lady had passed. It was her. She got the car her husband got her the car brand new off the lot. It had, what did I say? The mileage on it was like super low. I want to say it was like 12,000 miles on this car. And I bought it in 2011 and it was a 95. It had 12,000 miles on it. And I bought it for $2,200.
Damn.
The thing was like beautiful, like it just came off the showroom floor. Garage kept, well taken care of. Oh, and then, well, the kids happened. So that car is now gone.
Oh.
Yeah, Buicks are really good cars.
Mm-hmm.
Went into the Navy, I had an 86 Yamaha and a 79 Mustang. I had, in the 80s, my mom had an 86 Mustang and my girlfriend had an 86 Mustang. One was a standard, one was an automatic. Both of them were hunks of shit. The 86 Mustangs were pieces of shit. You could sit in a drive-through and your car would overheat.
Wow.
Just sitting in the drive-through. It's like, it's not even terribly hot outside, and all of a sudden you look down and your car's redlining. You're like, what the fuck? But that's the way Fords were back then.
Mm-hmm.
At least the Mustangs. Oh, they were just terrible. Oh, no shit. Well, don't keep us hanging, bud.
Right.
When? Hey, y'all need to save that for DMs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not something you ask a man in public.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
So,
Yeah.
the last thing because we've been on an hour and 40 minutes, so
I know it doesn't even seem like it.
it doesn't feel like it. But
Maybe it's
the
this.
one thing that I said at the beginning is I wanted to talk about something, but I wanted to leave it as a surprise. So let's see who in the chat can tell me what it is that I'm thinking about talking about. Now, when I say the name Gary Ridgway, Richard Ramirez, Ted Bundy, Samuel Little, what am I talking about? And this is all from the 80s. And there's many, many more. But you guys know I'm not talking about boxes, cheese. So I'm going to say one, Lonnie David Franklin Jr. Yes, Phil, right on. Serial killers of the 1980s. Yeah, you know what? Not cereal like that.
Dude, I killed some cereal.
But yeah, serial killers, because it seems like the 80s was full of them. I can't be the only one who has thought about this. The daggone 80s, it seems, had more serial killers than any other time.
Mm-hmm.
KK is a serial killer.
Boxes of serial killers.
But
oh, New Year's Eve. Hell yeah. They moved it up to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I think it's supposed to be like January 12th or something like that.
That is awesome.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah,
anyway, you talk serial killers, I'll be right back. I gotta get a refill. I'm out. I gotta get a refill.
Oh no. So the 80s, it just seems like that was a great time for everybody. Everything was wonderful. The economy was great. Everything was good. But for whatever reason, serial killers were exceedingly prolific in the 80s. I don't know what reason. If it was just because we were in better communications and the information could spread around better. But you guys let me know what you think. The 80s, there were so many more serial killers than any other time. It seems kind of crazy, but I don't know. You guys let me know. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Yeah, Ronald Reagan, great president. Mm-hmm. But so I'm guessing that y'all don't want to talk about serial killers. A terrible topic. I know. Yeah, Netflix and Hulu. They make movies about all of them. Reagan. You guys, I'm pretty sure I've said this before. My favorite president, Teddy Roosevelt, greatest president in history. Marlon Manson. You mean Charlie Manson, Eddie? And Charlie Manson was 60s, 70s. Not 80s. Not 80s. Kill boxes of cereal. I think that's what Daryl said. He likes to kill boxes of cereal too.
Yes. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, brother? Reagan for life. Well.
Yep.
I had to go get a refill.
Can I get a refill?
I got Coca-Cola Tall Boy.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
I
Yeah.
love that part.
Yeah. I don't know. 80s was great. Overall, 80s,
Oh yeah.
fantastic. It just, while you were gone, what I was saying is it just seems like the 80s had so many more serial killers than any other time. It's
Oh,
weird. It's just weird.
yeah. I mean, and you know, the one thing, the serious part of the 80s that we just can't ignore was hairspray killed the ozone layer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Aquanet. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Aquanet put a hole in our ozone layer.
But did you know that that hole in the ozone layer is no longer there?
Yeah, because once the 80s went to the 90s, then it's like everybody forgot about it. So it doesn't exist.
No. Truly. I want to say it was like 2017, 2018, something like that. It has freaking healed. It's healed itself. There is no hole anymore.
Yeah, because we're arrogant to think that we can have such an effect on the globe like hairspray in the ozone layer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm with you. Can I get a hot tub with hot chicks? I am with you, brother. Oh, then the TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Knight
Yeah.
Rider, Airwolf, Blue Thunder, Street Hawk. Oh,
Oh, dude, I loved Airwolf. That was one of my favorites.
isn't Airwolf the Blue Thunder TV show?
Uh,
Or I'm thinking of something else.
I think you're thinking of something else. Mm.
I like that. Video killed the radio star and Aquanet made the hole.
Oh, Brandon, are we really in Twitter jail? I haven't checked. Am I actually in Twitter jail? That is awesome if I am.
Really?
Am I? I gotta check now.
No
I gotta
way.
check. But it tells you right at the top of the picture that it's a kid reminding everyone to wash their hands.
Yeah.
A kid drew that picture.
Okay, hold on. I am okay.
Oh gosh. Brandon, are you in Twitter jail?
Oh, damn it. Explore. There we go. There we go.
How do you know if you're in Twitter jail?
Okay. Well, I'm there we go. The
Yeah,
post is still up.
Yeah, I'm not in Twitter jail. I just tweeted.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I looked it up and I responded
Yeah.
too, so I can get thrown in Twitter jail.
Woohoo. But I'm not in Twitter jail. Maybe it's because I'm a woman. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? It's your picture. You're a woman of color.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. You're a red Twi'lek. You're a woman of color.
Yes. Yeah, no, I just I'm not in Twitter jail.
We should be in Twitter jail for that one.
Oh yeah, we should be. We should be. But it's a drawing of a kid. You know, a kid made that drawing to make sure
that was a
people
water faucet
remember
over a
to
sink in the drain.
wash their hands.
Yep.
Daryl, do we want to share that on here and let everybody see the picture?
Ooh, I don't know. Normally I'm up for it and I don't care, but I don't want to get a strike.
Yeah.
That'll get us a strike, guaranteed.
But it tells you it's just.
I understand what it tells you.
I know.
We get it.
Hey,
Hey,
you guys,
Maria T and Telly. How
You
you doing,
guys
darling?
make sure you check out that tweet.
See it. Do it.
Make sure you remember to wash your hands. Oh,
Absolutely.
it's like
see,
the
we
other
need to
one.
put
It's like the other one. It says, Doctor, seeing scratches all over my back. Well, I can see you're sexually active. My reply, remembering, or not reply, but me remembering drunkenly mistaking a raccoon for Yoda and putting him in my backpack to train me as a Jedi.
I saw that. I saw that. That was so good.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that was so good.
Ah.
Hey.
All
Well, my payment went through
right.
from my X-Wing tumbler.
Woohoo.
So I got one from Lando Sabers. Now I'm going to have one from X-Wing. Then I got a coffee on Corbin mug. And, oh shit, I got another mug.
Did you?
Yes.
I got the coffee on Corbin mug. That's coming. I've got the tumbler that I ordered last night from X-Wing.
I got Fat Stevens.
Oh, okay. And I got a T-shirt from Echo Base.
Yeah, I'm wearing let me stand back and stand up. Or actually, just angle my camera down. Wearing my Grandmaster shirt.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Yes.
And hello, Maria. I'm sorry. Hello.
Yeah, fortunately, I'm wearing pants.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
Oh, Grandmaster
I am one with the force, and the force is with me as long as I have Dave's tonic.
Grandmaster Dave.
Yes.
Daryl is but a learner. Dave is the master.
Oh, you're damn right I am.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
trying to put rollbacks and not carry back anyway. Oh, but I tell you what, Phil, if you watch videos of people driving overseas in Asia, mostly, they drive without traffic lights and stop signs. They just merge and drive, and oh my God, is a fracking nightmare.
Freaking crazy, man.
They are freaking crazy, but you know what?
I'm sorry. Matt no, Matt came.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, dude, I'm serious. Look it up. It is crazy. You got these people on these little bitty scooters, people on motorcycles, big 18-wheelers, just regular sized cars, just all merging together.
Hey,
It's
Asia,
like
just
12 lanes of traffic coming from 4 different directions, and they're all just merging and going. Oh God!
Just look up. Look up
wow.
Asia road cams or Asia traffic cams, whatever. It'll should come up showing you the same stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I apologize for that hiccup. Oof, that hurt.
Hiccup.
Yeah, hiccup and burp at the same time.
Yeah, hiccup.
That's why it looked painful, because it was. Exactly. They have less accidents. We can't even use a freaking 4-way stop. It's okay. You can cuss on this channel. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah. We care not.
We don't do it very often, but when we do,
we do it right.
It has meaning.
Yes, it has depth. It has power. Unlimited power. Yeah, when those start, it's time to stop.
Yeah.
We don't like burps around here.
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Hello.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man. But another thing I was wanting to touch on, I mentioned earlier, was all the innovations and inventions of the 80s. And we touched on a few of them.
Oh, yeah. There were so many.
But that's when, like all the video game consoles just started exploding.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the beginning, in the 70s, you had Pong. And then Atari came out. And after Atari came out, just dominoed, completely exploded. Then you had Intellivision, Atari 5200, Sega,
NES.
ColecoVision. I had a ColecoVision. That thing was a blast. And the graphics were so good back then. It's just so unbelievably great. And then Nintendo came out, and that just blew everything out of the water. Then PlayStation came out, and just completely, just kept dominoing and snowballing, getting bigger and bigger as it went down the hill. And it's like, oh my God, it was so good.
Maria.
Yeah, because if you were putting porn on it, it wouldn't be a floppy. No, just saying.
Oh my gosh.
Had a home system of Pong in 1875. God damn, you old, brother.
Damn, your ass old.
And I'm sorry. 1975. I misspoke.
Talk about a boomer.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gee.
Except that wanted to make them. Yeah. It's just every game system that came out after Atari just got better and better and better. And it was, oh my God, it was just so great. That's up for debate. But
it is.
I understand. I understand where you come from. And I know exactly who you're talking about. There was a couple others, though, that gave her a run for the money. But I won't get into that because it just shows how much of a pervert I am. So, anyway.
No, it shows that you're a man.
I am a cultured swine.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, up until 10 years ago, I had the original Pong. I had Pong 2. And then my Atari machine. I still have my ColecoVision. The only one I didn't have was the Intellivision, the Atari 5200, which is so good. I mean, the graphics on that one were just amazing. And then the Sega CD. Those are the only three systems I never had. And I wanted them. And then ended up, making a couple of life changes back then and lost all that stuff. So
I had a Atari and a NES. I went from Atari to NES.
Oh, dude, you made the jump.
Yeah.
You like jumped off the cliff and went, oh my God, where's this been all my life?
Yep.
Tennis screen, white Mac had a toy game in it, hide the pro. Dude, I had a C64 too. Up until recently. I think I said it last week on 80s Part 1. I've got an Atari computer sitting over there that's boxed up. That I still got all the floppy disk games and stuff for it. And I'm going to take it to Retropalooza and give it away to somebody. Unless one of y'all want it. But y'all got to pay for the ship. I'll give it away for free, but y'all got to pay for shipping because that's going to be outrageous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I had a friend who had a 5200, and those controllers were similar to the ColecoVision, but worse because they didn't program them right.
Brandon asked
the 800 XL. Atari 800 XL. The only thing missing from it is the cable to go from the brain to the disk drive. I cannot find it anywhere. I have completely torn this house apart looking for the cable, and I cannot find it. The only thing I figure is when my office was in another part of the house before I changed to this room, there were cats that lived in there, and they like to tear shit up, and I can assume they tore the cable up because one of the cable sacks they got into, and my wife threw it away. That's the only thing I can figure. But they do have the replacement cables online. But yeah, it's an 800 XL. Pretty
Yeah,
sure it is.
Jim, that was something that I actually watched in the 80s. It's Showtime synergy.
Nice floppy disk cable. Hey, dude, seriously, Brandon, if you want that computer, just let me know. I will get it shipped to you because I've got no room for it and I'm not going to use it. So, it's already boxed up. The only thing I do is have to go weigh it and ship it. And that's going to cost, I would imagine it'd be probably about $50 to ship it because it weighs a lot.
And you'll
So,
probably want to get insurance on it too.
yes. Yeah, because some of these things I have shipped or that's been shipped to me, oh my God, the packaging just comes back and just it's all crushed and torn up. Fortunately, it hadn't been terrible. Oh yeah, my
Oh
wife
yeah.
loves to watch retro game shows, so she watches the old Prices Right from the '80s, and they have Zenith TVs on there all the time.
Huh.
Oh, no doubt! Congratulations, buddy! Awesome.
Oh, good.
Ah, that is awesome.
I know you're
That
happy
is
from that.
shoot, yeah.
So Phil asked, which is a better car, Kit or General Lee?
Kit, no question.
I love the General Lee, but I do have to go with Kit because he could talk.
And he had the turbo boost.
Huh.
And he was self-driving.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Kit, no question. Unrealistic. DeLorean. Dude, I'm with you. DeLorean is the epitome of the 80s.
that
You say
wasn't an
80s
option.
car. Yeah, you say 80s car, most people will say DeLorean because of Back to the Future.
But what crappy cars they actually were.
Which one, the General Lee or the
No, the
Kit?
DeLorean.
Oh, yeah, DeLoreans are hunks of shit.
They were crappy cars.
Oh, my God. But
Oh.
there's a place in Houston, Texas, for y'all that aren't aware. But yeah, Houston, Texas has a DeLorean car factory. They bought the entire factory from John DeLorean's estate, and they are now producing DeLoreans. And by God, I think in about between 5 and 10 years, I'm gonna buy one. If I'm still alive, I'm gonna buy one.
Hey.
They build them to order, so as soon as you buy one, they'll build it and ship it to you.
Wow.
I think it's $40,000.
But will it drive?
Yes, they have updated
I'm
engines.
kidding. I'm kidding.
It's not that same shitty engine anymore. It was like a Volkswagen engine. I mean, it wasn't a Volkswagen engine, but it was, just like it.
So why
But
didn't it work?
badly built.
Volkswagens are notorious for being cars that live forever.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It was like a Volkswagen engine, but wasn't. It was somebody's knockoff Volkswagen engine, which is why it was a hunk of shit.
And you know what's crazy? I had a 1984 Volkswagen Jetta when I was in the Marine Corps. I bought it over there in California. And that sucker, when I bought it, had like 250,000 miles on it. And by the time I didn't really get rid of it, I kind of gave it to my, at the time, father-in-law, now ex-father-in-law. And it had, I probably put about 100,000 miles on it. And it was still going. So had about 350,000 miles on it. That sucker would just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, they were very well designed. There's this guy on YouTube called Mustie1, Mustie1, and I saw him. The first video I watched from him, he found an old VW Bug that was abandoned and got it running again, and it'd been sitting for like 40 years.
Mm.
And he took the engine out, changed a couple of parts on it, and that thing fired right up. He just changed out the wearable parts that were on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think
it's just amazing. Just, dude,
yeah, the best thing that I
designed
did,
that engine, it was just perfect.
the best thing I did is
Oh, my
every 3 months or 3,000 miles, that sucker got an oil change like clockwork.
Yep. And the 1970s Ford trucks, those things, if you kept the regular maintenance up on them, lasted forever. Got a guy in my town, excuse me, that has a 74 Ford F-150 that he bought brand new off the lot, and he still drives it. Thing's got over 300,000 miles on it.
Oh yeah.
Still, I mean, that thing's purrs like a kitten because he took care of it. He changed the oil every 3,000 miles, made sure the brakes were good and air filters were changed, and he took really good care of it. All right, take care, Brandon. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. We'll see you later.
Hell yeah. Oh, seeing that name of that car reminded me of something I saw earlier today. Thank you, JP, for saying that name of that car, Grand Fury, which reminds me of Furia. Are there any Riddick fans in the house?
Mm-hmm.
I saw this morning on Vin Diesel's Instagram that he had a meeting that went very well for Riddick.
Really?
Furia, he said Furia is closer than you think.
Oh, awesome.
So they're working on a Riddick 4 where we will finally get to see Furia.
That is awesome.
I know. I was like, I seen that this morning. I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. I want to talk about that. And I just wanted to say that real quick.
Oh, excuse me. Ooh,
oh, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, I know. I mean, it was just such a surprise that just really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that we were going to get another one. That is awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, those are such good movies.
Yeah.
They really are.
A lot of people didn't know they made a third one. That's just titled Riddick. The one where
Katie Sackhoff showed her boobies.
Sorry.
So we know who watched that one.
Oh, who owns the DVD and knows exactly where to pause it. Yes.
Oh, let me pause it real quick. I got to take a break. Hold on. Be right back. My interpretation of Daryl when he's watching the movie.
I just got my box of Kleenex. Oh man.
Your sock?
Anyway.
I got to change my socks. Hold on.
No, Kleenex. Anyway, yeah, Pitch Black is an underrated movie.
It really is. I love it. Really,
yes, he does. He bought the rights to Riddick, so he could.
Did he? Yes. I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago he got the rights to it.
You know, the good thing about this too is, hopefully, I'm saying this being optimistic, is it won't be full of current crap.
Yep.
It will be like the rest of them. Good escape movies. Just action-packed, good movies.
Excuse me. Yes. Good toxic masculinity movies.
Yeah.
Just back when men were men and sheep were scared. Yes. You better believe it.
Oh. Oh, he was given the rights.
Oh, I thought he
Oh,
I thought he bought them
I
like a
didn't
few
know
years ago.
any of that.
Dude, that's a badass deal. It's like, I'll be in
Hell
Tokyo
yeah.
Drift. You give me the rights to Riddick.
Right? Shit.
Yes. Yes. Escape from Butcher Bay
Hmm.
was a good game. Good first person shooter. And the
Didn't
80s
know
when
that one.
movies where women were showing their boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Even though Riddick was only about 10 years ago. If that. Maybe been sooner. I don't remember, but I own the DVD and I know just where to pause. So, anyway. And with that, I want to thank you all for being here so very much. My God, we still got 16 people here.
Yeah.
You guys are
Wow.
amazing. I love you all so much.
Yes.
And God, we've been going over 2 hours with this.
Oh gosh.
It's just, yeah.
It's so much fun. It
It
is so
is.
much fun.
And the time goes by so fast, you don't realize it.
It does.
And I'm just so enamored with this decade that I could talk about it all day long. I mean,
yeah.
I
There's
could
so
probably go
much
for
to
another 8
talk
hours.
about.
Yes. I mean, because once you get done with one subject, sometimes you got to think for a second, and then it just clicks, and just you got 10 more subjects to talk about.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
But
Man.
but yeah, you guys are amazing. I love you all so much. Let's spread the word and get X-Wing up to 1,000 subs.
Yeah, he only needs 75 more, y'all. Come on, let's get him that 75.
So let's just spread the word and help him get there. And because as soon as he gets there, we can start working on somebody else who's close.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the next one on the list may be Coffee on Corbin.
Yeah,
He's
I think
almost
he
to
said
600.
he's 570 something.
He was at 586 last night.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, get him there. I mean, we'll all work on it. Hell yeah,
brother. Can I get a hell yeah? There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I had to throw that in there before we left. So anyway, thank you guys so much. And if you're watching this after the fact, God bless you for making it this far.
Right?
I am Daryl the Derelict. She is Darth Arlena. Thank you for watching the VacTube, and we will catch y'all on the next one.
Bye.